Rise up, it goes kill, murder with the filters. Got a fifth turned up out of the sky, jet flips burning. I'm a riding kind of guy. Better to get burned than to get sicked on, than getting quick burned by big brothers and sisters drinking and shit in the same cisterns. Lit candles, they fade to dark. Vandals spray paint the park. Cracking safes ain't an art. Use explosives if you're smart. What do they say? Take an AK to parade day. Hey, watch 'em make way. We let your hate spray while they pray. Who said that? Television keeps telling me to kill people. Loaded up with shiny happy faces and it's still evil. And smoking weed while I get brainwashed is illegal. But it's fine to make an entire generation to feel feeble. But I can't stand back anymore, looking more cause we get what we're asking for. Back to the gills with the action and thrills of a last red pill. But I get a refill with the captain to spill the whole bottle and still the momentum of the lag. We can't rebuild, but a free spirit can't chill. Yo, a free spirit can't be killed. No, a free spirit can't be killed. No, a free spirit can't be killed. No, a free spirit can't be killed. I don't got a lot, but what I gotta keep it burning hot. I don't got a lot, but what I gotta keep it burning hot. It's amazing what you can get done in a day when you got something to say. My intensity keeps those who are content with me running away. Young business motherfucker on a warpath. MCs wanna ignore that. 99% you faggots ain't saying shit in your raps.
Did you know it's true?
The worst thing about a good idea is when it's overused. Rappers are so confused. Half of them act like whack when they're actually leeching your sound. Act like they're reaching out when they'd actually rather be reaching around. Well, I don't really care if you squirm or not. Hold you down, spit nest, keep it burning hot. Watch an MC scatter while I earn my spot. Raise the flag for battles, more words I fought. Try to make the libels and limits. Get up in it for a minute and then spin it infinitely, mimicking history's finicky litany of shit that feeds us quickening. Over-medicated motherfucking maniac. How'd they get away with that? Brain attack, baby, they bring the pain in. In fact, we paid for that, kids. Feel the weight of that weight. I take it back. We should eat and drink and get our fill. Cause the free spirit can't be killed. No, a 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 free spirit can't be killed. I don't got a lot, but what I gotta keep it burning hot. I don't got a lot, but what I gotta keep it burning hot. I don't got a lot, but what I gotta keep it burning hot. I don't got a lot, but what I gotta keep it burning hot. Comes back to me in pieces. In between the layers I found places for in my machine. And secretly these things become a piece of me. I cease to dream and seem to be and be only, but get so lonely. I live forever every day and never take a break to take the time to pace the mind and winding up and realign it. I just go daddy-o, never stop to smell the flow. You look so happy though, laughing low and acting cold. But what happens most, the antidote gets wrapped in mold, abandoned and just grabbed and opened them departments that are closed. And the public is outside gathering sardonic cliches. Like that's the way that it is, after all it's the end of days. But I'm carving a canoe out of a car. I call it the Honda, fuck you, you wanna see my scars? Call it a rendezvous of me and myself under the stars. Traveling the rivers, rejecting everything you are.
And the weird thing is, that's nothing. On a road full of sharks, if it rains blood, keep trucking. And you never expect nothing to be the same when you get there. And if it is, you've changed.
You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. Every seem to want things that I can't provide promptly enough. When I got duffel bags full of this stuff, and their stuff so full I can't pull them up, man, life is tough. Well, these spiritual advances are inappropriate, especially when combined with the kinds that we really hope we get. What do these ghosts want with little or why? As if I actually possess that certain je ne sais quoi. Now, uncertain versions of what might or might not be pertinent will permeate your fate. How could you not see your Nazis with their dollars and the paparazzis? Follow all the followers of the Illuminati's, and fine, I'm crazy. Crazy as a feral Arabian with rabies carrying a barrel of M80s, and fine, I'm the kind of guy who's dying to find a cause worth losing my life for upon the front line.
But the weird thing is, that's nothing. On a road full of sharks, if it rains blood, keep trucking. And you never expect nothing to be the same when you get there, and if it is, you've changed.
You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. You've changed. Yes. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Oh my God. And I was like, oh my God. It could have been us. I know. I knew that in my mind. He was coming. I'm like, what plane was that?
Well, there you go, keeping it in style again. Always trying to buy your friends higher than your sky has been, so dial it in. There you go, prancing cause you're fast and feel limitless. But expression is a handy rationale, isn't it? There you go, looking relaxed. There you go, acting like a shark attack. There you go, tripping like wax. There you go, passing out facts. Here you come, taking them back. Well, I suppose these roads are real. I only hope to feel the phony peeling back a little, no concealing that. But in a manner of speaking, the rate of social growth is misleading. And I tap my feet to the beat of the floorboards creaking. But which came first? This pocket full of dirt or your shit-stained skirt? Which pain's worse? Another insane person with a disdain for the lucky mistakes, furthering their mislaid church again. I've ever lived in was full of spiders and ghosts and broken glass. But what I remember most about the past is how the wind used to blow the sun all across the carpet, down the hallway to the window through which all light departed. And it was one step at a time through an unsettling crime. I've seen a lot of movies and I've read a lot of minds. You keep it all so in style with your hammerhead smiles. Got your bottles full of babies that you drink in single file. Well, this is something that just keeps coming up again and again as you try to fit the particulars in, and your ridiculous grin is much less conspicuous when you find a big group of similar dipshits and just blend. I know, I've been there, but now I live here, sifting through fictitiousness to really get what's sincere. You're rubbing your rash on everyone you've ever been near. I'm jumping on a soapbox to try to make some shit clear. Dragging around wagons full of old meat and Civil War cannons on the goddamn edge of the Grand Canyon. And it amounts to the same number of answers as questions. You can stop and smell the cactus and keep moving to the next one. And I guess it happens over the course of time naturally, that practically everything you've ever known will end in atrophy. And I don't know about you, but I eat sulfur off matches, weed acid, digest the daily grind and shit catastrophes. But it's nothing but productive, minute by minute bring the dead out constructively. Fuck with me under these impressions of the state of the republic of the new hippie. Bitch, I sleep in a Ford F-150. There's ghosts all over the place, plastering poker faces right onto the oldest trace of souls who grace is known to me. And I'm grown to hate this lone replacement for the basement stoner jam that you shove into your parents' faces hopelessly. Damn, Jody, we got a sacrificial flow that keeps floating, a lifetime warranty with weather coating. So let your soul I'll beat holes through your clothing. Well, fucking right, that's certain something might be lurking in this drunken night somewhere. If you love your life, it's funny when the bed bugs bite. Lately, I've been walking around laughing my fucking ass off with a fantastic attitude and a bad cough. Severe insomnia and delusional parasitosis. Hoping to close this chapter up and get the next big diagnosis. So let's close this shit stand, throw the wristband, listen to the kids chant the missions in their piss pants. The whole world needs to get the fuck out of here, sleep it off, crash out in a corner of space where it's deep and soft enough to relax forever, reevaluate the cost, weigh the means against the meanings, and consider the battle lost.
Well, it really doesn't make much sense, does it? I'm shouting in here and you're in there. Come out of there if you want to hear what I'm doing. I've got to get that letter off to old Uncle Horace. He may not last much longer. Every little bit helps. Do you want to help? You help. If you don't want to help, you go back into that other room. Very well.
I got a supernatural sense of self-preservation. Haunt the watering hole, be behind an open invitation to a way to sort of informally end your weariness. Turn your basic survival into a paranormal experience. When you put the pardons up against the armored gardens, your imagination hardens up. You begin discarding all the hearts into the bargain bin. You restart the darkening, irritate the sharks again, trying to tame the sparks within. You could run and tell that Lil Jody on the move with the lost and found hat, baby. And if you got the time, well, you should give a minute to me. It's your world, I'm just living in it loosely. So brew me a bit of that style you learn at the movies. I'll prove we'll pile up the new speak, new tweak. I'll amplify the guy I'm trying to be. Continuously hounded by new groupies, please. Alright, fuck it. It's no wonder they put the sun under a rusted tin bucket around here. On this side of the tracks, this end of the stick, we're still hiding the fact that we get what we predict. Sporadically hassling crackheads at the convenience store, then smacking them back to the racks, to the laxatives, and leaving them for the deadest of the best of the rest of the heathen whores. Less seven, the better to see you breathing more than ever. It's a reason to believe in what you're leaning towards already. Anyways, you're always talking about it, even score a lot, as if that's something that we could actually keep and store away, saving up for the rainy days when the secrets pour out of the ashes of our last known location, which is now sitting ominously vacant. That's strange, cause all the patients of your imaginary psych ward claim to go there semi-regularly for vacation. I spit some sugar-coated mouthfuls of magic on the asphalt with my picnicking friends. And I feel so good about it all around the graveyard with my picnicking friends. They're just my picnicking friends. They're just my picnicking friends. Put its camera tricks with your ghost town blues. Frozen places on the highway where you spot your roadhouse tools from a mile away. Marry them and then divorce them, and then with 50% of their government issued life before they even get the time of day. And all they got is cheap knockoff time machine. I stuff it full of misnomers and send it back in the past to lie to me. And I'm locked in a miniature world. We were beginning to hurl these bricks through the cinnamon swirls. Yep, me and my signature girl, stomping around town like a four-legged fuckfest in short sleeves, sore knees, and a stale pile of poor me's. Passing a horse sneezing on an old geezer who's acting and wheezing and seeing our futures cheapened on a porch swing. But that's okay, cause we were keeping it moving, just forcing influences onto each other's hubris. Like, do this cause I'm ruthless, and the truth is just useless to the two kids in the cute little ruins. I spit some sugar-coated mouthfuls of magic on the asphalt with my picnicking friends. And I feel so good about it all around the graveyard with my picnicking friends. They're just 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 my picnicking friends.
That's the main gate. Let it in. Number 5 coming out. Let him through. Stand over there, all of them.
I say, when I kept getting the busy signal in my husband's office, I naturally dialed the operator and told her to try it, and she did. And then, out of a clear sky, I was cut into this ghastly conversation between two killers.
Anything you can see, I can see better. Got a real important process that I follow to the letter. All the best artists do concepts. Now I guess I don't know, I only read the header. Usually there ain't no fooling me. I know the real beauty queens are few between the rest of all jewelry. Used to be, you could see who would be true indeed, who believe in jubilees, but now what are you to me? I walk like a shadow of a shark on the bottom of the sea down your street when your house gets dark. Talk like I have no heart. Listen to the ways my mistakes make me feel smart. Nobody believes in the contact, but I want that to be received at long last. Electricity breathes through my broadcast. Even the contrast, ease all your thought paths. Hey, what you don't say, what you don't do, that controls you. Hey, what you don't say, what you don't do, that controls you. Hey, what you don't say, what you don't do, that controls you. Hey, what you don't say, what you don't do, that controls you. Anything you can scream, I can scream louder. I can plant the seed deeper, let the message really flower. I contend I'm really good in some ways. Still some say I'm nothing but a hyped up nutcase. I could be laminated too. I can shoot a gamma ray at you while I'm dancing in my alligator shoes. Cast another shadow on your blues, just another shade of the same inner interview. But it doesn't really matter much, does it? I'm climbing inside the barrel of a musket. What, you don't like the sight of blood? Tough shit. Just point me in the right direction and run, bitch. I swear some people will never be bout it. That right there's why I keep my war room crowded. And how did we let this shrouded outfit back in when they've already been outed? Hey, what you don't say, what you don't do, that controls you. Hey, what you don't say, what you don't do, that controls you. Hey, what you don't say, what you don't do, that controls you. Hey, what you don't say, what you don't do, that controls you. What you don't say, what you don't do, that controls you. Hey, what you don't say, what you don't do, that controls you. Hey, what you don't say, what you don't do, that controls you. Hey, what you don't say, what you don't do, that controls you.